Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Mike's Life Live Neat. Um, Today I'm smoking this Aging Room Nicaragua Quattro. It's box pressed, pretty dark and oily wrapper. Pretty good. It was the number one cigar of the year in 2020. I've had these before, so this is my first one. And I usually keep a few on hand. Um, this is the most recent ones. I got a little 5 pack off a, can't remember if it was Cigars Place, but they're pretty good. Today, I want to talk about how we let excuses stop us from where we want to be. Um, when you think about it, think about the people that you know around you, or even ourselves. No enemy can defeat you as the excuses that we defend. Um, you put something out there that you're going to do, and you don't do it for whatever reason. And honestly, there's no good reason. We just don't, which is fine. But instead of no, we need to understand that the reason we don't is not all these excuses we make up. The reason we don't is because of us. There may be obstacles here and there to things we want to get done, but ultimately it's on us to do it. And if you really want to do it, you'll get it done. Whether it's getting out of debt, um, getting stronger, getting in better shape, getting better at a hobby, um, getting training for some kind of job or something that you want, um, starting a YouTube channel. A lot of people, I want to do that. And I don't know how this one's going to go. I mean, it's going pretty slow right now for me, but I'm enjoying it. So, hey, I'm going to keep on going. And if it doesn't work out, I could look back and go, well, it ain't because I didn't try, you know. A lot of people never get past that trying part. Um, there were a lot of jobs I had at my previous career, well, even this one I got now. Um, I put in for things. I think I talked about it before. A lot of people complain about not getting things or not going where and where they want to be, and a lot of times you ask them, "Well, did you put in for it?" Well, no, because so and so was going to get it, or they always had some excuse. And ultimately, I've tried to instill in my kids, and I tell everybody, I'm like, the best way to not get something is to not try. And if you didn't try, you only got yourself to blame. Um, you shouldn't look back at the end of your life and go, man, I wish I'd have done this or tried that, or, you know, and as you get older, you realize that as time gets shorter, you need to get going on some of these things. But using excuses for the reasons you don't get what you want in life is kind of weak to me. There are reasons things, you might run into health problems you can't control, or some financial difficulty that blocks you from getting what you want. But for most of us, it's just laziness, for lack of a better term. You know, if you don't get in the shape you want to get in, no matter how many hours you work, because there's somebody somewhere doing it, it's because you didn't want to do it. Let's be honest. Um, when I was when I had 3 little kids, I used to get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to the gym, and people go, "You're crazy. What are you doing?" Um, that's the only free time I had. I couldn't do it after work. I had to work during the day. So because when you get off work, you got them kids at home you got to entertain and do things with, and dinner and spend time. The only free time I had in my life was early in the morning. So I got used to it. I actually didn't mind it. I'd rather go to the gym when there's nobody there. Usually it was just me or maybe we and one of the two old dudes. But but it's an excuse for most people when they man, I wish I could get in shape, or, you know, well, you don't, well, still wishing and do it, because that's the only way you're going to get what you want in life. If you want a certain job, if you work somewhere like, you want to go to some unit or something, um, you're not going to get it by thinking about it and talking about it. And then, you know, when you don't even ask to get it, you make up excuses to why you didn't try. Ultimately, you didn't get it because you didn't ask, you didn't try. Um, Heck, I think most of the jobs that I got, moving around during my career, were from me just putting in. I didn't know nobody in these. I think one, when I went to internal, they asked me to come. So, but most of the jobs, when I went to the tech division, when I went to the integrity unit, different things, um, I just put in cold and said, "We'll see what happens." But I say that, but I worked my ass off in the places I was, so you had that going for you, a little reputation, you know, because you know what they do when you ask for a job. They go around and ask your current, hey, how's so and so, or somebody you used to work for. Even after the interview, they kind of get a read on where you were, who you work for. They'll go call them up. Hey, how was he? And if they go, well, he's kind of a piece of crap, lazy, they don't want you. But if you did a good job for people, they're going to go, man, he's great. Yeah, he'd be good for that spot. Um, so there's the work in that aspect. But as far as like, being a shoe in and knowing somebody, that didn't happen. I just put in. And a lot of people go, well, they already had pre-picked who they wanted. And sometimes that's true. But, you put your name in the hat, because maybe they didn't know you wanted to go there. And then when the opening opens up again, or this person doesn't work out or leaves after 2 months, they may come back to you because, that was a pretty good candidate. Let me try that. So my point is, you have to make things happen for yourself, and you can't use excuses for why you don't get what you want in life. It's sad, but you think about all the people around you and how many of them always have an excuse for why they're not where they want to be. You know, I work out, I'd like to lose a little weight. I haven't because of me. There's no excuse. There's, I like dessert, and I don't like running and cardio. So that's where we're at. I like to lift weights, and that's what I do. No excuse. Um, but man, and it's not just kids; it's grown people my age, older, that you see. You see people on YouTube all the time talk about why they don't have, blaming the government, blaming this, blaming that, blaming their wife, blaming this. It's just, it's you. It's you. So don't let these excuses give you comfort, and stop using them. Be realistic and understand that you're not where you're at because of you. I'm not trying to be hard on people, but too many times um, we let ourselves off the hook by using excuses, and nobody wants to hear them. And honestly, people see through them and know they're bullshit. You know, think about it when somebody has told, well, I'd have done that, but this or that, and it's all political, and they always have you know, some excuse as to why they got fired, or why didn't get what they wanted, the job they wanted, or something they put in for. Um, some of that may be true, but a lot of that, we are where we're at in life because of all the decisions we made prior to this point. Um, and the sooner you admit that to yourself, I think the happier you'll be, and you'll see a path. It'll give you a path to get where you want to be. Because as long as you're still letting yourself off the hook with excuses, you're never going to get there, because it's easy, it's comfortable, to think, to justify in your mind, well, I'm not there because of somebody else. I don't have this because of somebody else. Hell, it's like a victim mentality. So let that go. Let that go. And go for what you want. And you can, when you get to the end of this road that we're all on, you can look back and go, I tried, I gave it my all. This YouTube channel. It may work, it may not, I don't know, but I'm giving it a go. And when I look back, I go, well, it didn't work, but I tried, or hell, that was good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, back to this cigar. It's definitely getting creamier and sweet. It's weird. I don't even know how to explain it. It is. It's like a dark chocolate and almond. It's like I said. Yeah, I agree. I'll stick to that. The final third, it definitely stays rich and spicy, not harsh. It changes, like just like all cigars, they kind of have different phases. But if you haven't tried these, they're not real expensive. They're available, pretty available. Um, I say give it a try. You won't be disappointed. But that's all I got for today, folks. Um, my buddy Eddie went to Louisville and went to a bunch of distilleries, and he bought me. Yesterday, I met him at the Hunt Club. We did some work out there, and he brought me back from there a Angel's Envy Distillery Series bottle and the Angel's Envy cigar. So I haven't had a whole lot of Angel's Envy, but the one bottle I had I liked. I don't know why I haven't bought more, but I can't remember what it was that I had. But I'm looking forward to trying that. Probably the next video, I'll give that a review and let you know how that is. And definitely looking forward to the cigar. I don't know anything about it. I've seen the Buffalo Trace ones and the E.H. Taylor ones, and I think even the Eagle Rare. Um, but I don't know if I've ever seen the Angels Envy one, so I'm kind of looking forward to it to see how that is. But anyway, you guys have a great day and a great week. And if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe and like. If you don't, that's fine too. But I appreciate every one of you. I had a video last week that got 200 and something views. I don't know who shared it or what happened with it, but it really did well, and I got about 6 new subscribers in a day. So I know that's nothing for some of you guys, but I was very appreciative, and thank you very much for it. But if you have any comments about anything I said or want to talk about the cigar, or even suggest some things you'd like to see me talk about, or cigars or bourbons to try, let me know. I'll give it a go. I'm open for anything. But anyway, you guys have a good day, and we will see you next time. Y'all stay safe.